Oh boy. Hey, Feasty. Disagree, I got nothing on that. Hey Preston, hello Faiz Wasim. Hello? I lost my flip? That's funny. Haven't been in stream, sorry. People don't need to apologize for not being in stream, buddy. People have lives outside of stream. I'm almost certain of it. Nice. I literally said what a save to my teammate, but Zan understandably was like, oh. Merry Christmas, Preston. Merry Christmas, everybody else in chat. Early ass stream? I mean, it's 4 p.m. I don't know if that's super early. I guess compared to the baseline, yeah, but... Well, I could not have risked that going any more to the side without getting dunked. What? I deflected that? How did I... Low-key kind of sick, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, no, teammate. Easy one? Nice. Hold on. I get clothes in new gaming chair. Some new clothes? Dude, new clothes is sick. I feel like when people are younger, they don't really appreciate the new clothes, but when you get older and you get like fresh socks every Christmas, hell yeah, dude. Bro, growing up, that was such a crazy gift to get when I got into college and whatnot. Don't get bumped? Nice. Get a new monitor, Pog. That was my gift to myself this year, was a new monitor. My old one worked fine, but it was just an upgrade I've always wanted to get for myself. Are people in GC3 Europe, Zen and attack and dark and events? Like, I'm about to go crazy. It's almost like SSL players are very good at the game. Who would have suspected that? Oh, just fit that underneath him. Wow. As I approach that, I'm like, I'm actually getting way too low on this. Guy went to it says, wow, yo, nice shot, dude. Holy. I don't know if it was that good, but. Didn't have that pre-flip in the angle I wanted. Oh boy. Oh, it might be clipped on right there. Yeah. I wore the new blue jeans and got a muddy playing football. You know what? That's a great way to do it. I didn't expect him to dust me like that. That's kind of crazy. Did that guy do that all on 0 boost? Oh, I'm high. He got the corner. Wow, I'm actually not even paying attention. That's why I didn't go. I was like, okay, he's got like 1 pad. There's literally nothing he can do with that. And he just air dribbled because I completely didn't see that he grabbed that corner. Too focused on the ball, I guess. Oh. Vance has no boost that whole time, holy. That's unfortunate. The worst part is I could have beaten Zan to that pretty fast. I just wanted to get a quick little cutie touch. Nice. Good kickoff, teammate. What's your rank? This is like GC 3, GC 2. I think I'm just about to get GC 3 with this one. No, I need you to not shell that. Okay. You've stopped. You stooped low, Taco. How am I stooping low? Nice. Ooh. You should get Europe and you should. I don't know what's going on there. Turn. Spanishing on Christmas? Oh, that's what I'm stooping low on. I was like, what are you talking about, dude? I mean, I'm not Spanishing. My teammate is, though. Man, Zan, I expect you to kind of go across the goal, sad. Well, that was the game winner right there that I gave up. I wanted to see if he wouldn't bite on that. Oh, he's gonna go for the demo. Teammate, you gotta not back off. Oh my god, I thought he was about to just let him double in front of him. Like, buddy, you gotta get that. I thought you missed. Oh my god. That's a crazy way to lose. That's a crazy way to lose. Unfortunately. I got $50 is nice, nice. I don't even know what Zan was doing there. I think he was actually trying to play it around me, and then when I played on the inside, he was like, wait, what? And then he like bailed, and then that just worked. Sad. I got 315 euros from all my grandparents missed for my dream PC, the 6K euros. I'm gonna be a perfect honest. I know you have a dream PC. There's absolutely no reason a PC should be $6,000, dude. Getting pretty much everything you would possibly need in a PC is maybe like 3,000. Spanishing on Christmas is crazy. Hey, I didn't call it out. He just said faking. If I go back home today and you're still live on Rocket, let's run some threes. All right. RAM is too much. What? How much are you buying, dude? 64 gigs is 700. There's no shot you need $6,000 for a PC, much less 6,000 euros, which is like, what, 7,500, maybe more US? Like, that is, have you seen the prices? Buddy, It's not that. Your a graphics card is not 700% more. There's no way you need 6,000. Send me, go in my Discord and DM me your PC part picker and tell me that it's $6,000 to build a PC right now. I would believe 3,500, 4K, maybe 45K, but there's no way you need another 1,500 on top of that. Unless the case you want is some like fully LED and it's levitating based on magnets, so it never actually sits on a desk, it just hovers on your desk. I don't know, man. Teammate, what happened here? RTX 4090, buddy, that's last gen, and you're still trying to grab that one. You think that's gonna be 5,000? I just don't know where you're getting 6,000. RAM is like a PS4, which, fun fact, does not cost $6,000. Hey, String Daddy. I honestly would have been better if I left that, but that's okay. There's no way you stared at that! Tuesday players aren't real. 4090 is better than the 57, so that's not bad. Yeah, but that doesn't cost... Even the 4090 isn't gonna cost you $2,500. Like, what are we doing? Chat, give me donos. Yes, donate to FaZe Wasim through me. I will definitely give him all that money, for sure. He's trying to buy a PC, I'm trying to pay bills. Basically the same thing. Sad. Hey, Zoo. That bounce was 1 pixel away from where I thought it would be. I should have shot that directly over him and not in front of him. Coco is really good. I played him the past couple days. Pretty solid. Nice. I was like, I think that's either going to be 50 or just a deflection. At the very least, if it doesn't go, it's a goal. Buddy, I'm so lost on what you're trying to say. You're saying 5090 and then a 5060. Those are entirely different cards. I say people just go for like a 5080 or maybe a 4080 Ti or something and just go with that. There's very few instances in which anyone ever needs a graphics card that beefy. Like, it's always funny to me when my cousin texted me. She's like, hey, my kids are trying to get into gaming. I want to build them a PC. I'm like, oh, hell yeah. And they're like, well, I've never done that before. Can you give me a good build? I'm like, oh, yeah, sure. And so I pretty much just type in like a bunch of stuff. I build in their PC. And I'm like, wait, what games do they play? I'm like, oh, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, they're saying they need like this card. Do I actually need to spend that much? And I'm like, well, what games do they play again? And it's like, oh, we play Minecraft and Fortnite. And I'm like, yeah, you do not need like a 4080 for that. And so I got them like a 4070, little cheaper one on a pre-built. And even then, that was overkill, but it was a sale. I was just gonna get him like a 3070, 3080 and cut it there. I'm like, yeah, you want to future-proof a PC a little bit. Nothing's worse than finding out your PC's ancient and can't run new games. Also, Madden apparently has a huge sale, and I was tempted to buy it because I miss playing Madden. But then all the reviews say that the PC build is like literally broke. Like, it does not load and will crash constantly. I'm like, how is this game? How is EA still this garbage? Can't even do a QA for PC release. I don't know if Jolly Gent's a real player. I'm gonna be honest, chat. Like, this is like the third time I've seen him miss an aerial. That was so bad. Yeah, I know, buddy, but I don't know why you're going so aggressive for it. Like, he had like 40 boosts, and he was going for that ball as if he needed to hit it for life or death. I'm like, I just need you to make contact, buddy. I don't even need you to, like, peek. Go. 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 Or get peeked on. All right, well, GG. It's been a good one, but I think I've seen enough. Ever played with Cozy? Yeah. Could have been more power. Oh. You seen Cozy P prices? Wow, it's crazy. It's almost like streamers have different ideas on how they do stuff. I'm not gonna 1v1 randoms, guys. That's just how it is. If you 1v1 Cozy, then go 1v1 him. Nice. Oh. I missed the threes. I missed threes too. There's no more Qs, dude. I once you get to GC2 and above, there's like one threes game per 50 twos games, and you queue them simultaneously. And when I queue just threes, I think I get like a queue every like, I don't know, 8 minutes. And when you're a streamer, it's not really fun to just be sitting there and twiddling your thumbs. Play ones? Yeah, I'm not in the mood to get my ass kicked on kickoffs for half an hour. If I'm gonna play ones, I'm gonna play it off stream. Not really in the mood to do a self-improvement arc stream where I'm just getting my ass handed to me. Well, it might be boring because Heatseeker by itself is a very boring game mode. Any game mode that tweaks... This game is already flawless. Any tweak of the formula is just so uninteresting to me. What if we made it heat-seeking so it always goes towards goal? Okay, cool. Do you need to rotate? No. Okay. Then what are we doing here? Oh my god, dude. I thought he said, as in that was a horrible clear by me. I'm like, well, buddy, I didn't expect you to just not touch the ball. Granted, I also didn't handle that well, but it was just funny. It's fun when you're bored as hell. Well, you say it's boring, so now I guess it's not fun when you're bored as hell. That was not an angle I could skim it at. No pinch, sad. We need to bring back threes, bro. Threes is so dead, it's so sad. You can tell how bad threes is in it, or the state threes is in, by looking at top 100. Top 100 for twos is like 2200, and then top 100 in threes is literally like SSL. It's like 1876 is basically top 100. Why Perma-washed and not Game Sense player? Because, what? That doesn't make any sense, no. It's just the fact that I have been SSL plenty of times, and nowadays I actually really have to work for it, so we're permanently washed, chat. And then we officially become unperma-washed the moment I get SSL again. Like, my mechanics are probably better than they ever been, but yeah, at the same time, we're not getting SSL, so therefore we're perma-washed. I'm a bot. Ugh, I should predict that bounce. How about Coconut WSSL? I don't know Coconut really that well, and also there's no point in him playing with me when he has a trillion other people he can play with. Like, I'm friendly with Coconut, but I wouldn't say I'm like friends with him. I'm not gonna be able to collab with him. Okay, I was like, I'm just gonna put that as low as possible and see if he can react to that. And sometimes he really can't. How'd you rate routine 2 out of 10? He's like a 6.5 right now. He's not bad. He's just a couple things I'm just not really sure what he's going for. Ow. Ooh, you know what? That's kind of a hard read. Why are you driving on the outside and pushing it in? Just take a 50. What are we doing? That guy got to the ball late. I had him beat, but I was like, oh, I should get ahead of the ball. And because of that, I got deflected off me instead of me saving it. Kill me, dude. Oh, good dunk. Can't snipe that. Good touch. That should bounce pretty weird. Bump the guy. Man. That guy wasn't even jumping at me initially. Alright, team, play shot. Try to play behind him. Rush this catch. Oh, you gave it up. Oh my god. Oof. Man, see, that's a shot. If only we could learn to do that. Not gonna lie, I was playing a 50 on this. Reed slowed down at a good time. Hit a little harder than I meant to. Not a good touch. Puts it right out in the middle. But this is a lot of GC2 and GC3. Players have like the occasional bad game, which is fine. But there's also a lot of players that are like objectively boosted. I don't think that's the case with my teammate, but it feels like that sometimes. Oh. These guys have been kind of chasey at times. I thought he was going to chase me there. Oh, he got one back. All right. All right, still up. Merry Christmas, Carson. I was watching I Love Rocket. You guys are crazy talent. Seems so effortless. That's a problem sometimes. People sometimes just go for stuff because they think they just can get away with it. I was wondering why he kept, why he was slowing down, and I realized because he had no more boost. I was like, oh, well, should have been closer then. But yeah, huge cardinal sin of defending. Don't go on the outside of a play when you're defending as one of the last guys back. That last one screwed us over because we were like We were in a good position. He could have bumped him. He could have just hit the ball on the backboard or whatever, but instead he chose to, like... I think he tried to, like, fence out the player, and then it just ended up being, like, this awkward thing. Well, this time we have Jolly Gent, who's another team I didn't like, who felt kind of bad. Granted, he did say, man, that was so bad on one of his plays, so it wasn't even like he was just ignoring it. He was acknowledging that he was not making good plays, so... Let's just assume he had a bad game. Let's see if the rule of ranked applies, where anytime a teammate isn't good on your team, he becomes an absolute god when he's on the other team. I wasn't sure how much boost he had. I thought I could maybe have time for him to cut it. Yeah, I was like, he's probably not going to take the sidewall because he sees me going from there, so I'm going to float more middle. And let's see if he goes middle. And right there, he leans into it. I don't know what Zen guy went, though. Where'd you think that was going, Snap? You're the guy. You're the guy. He was chasing, so I'm like, oh, he must see the pass, because why else would he follow? And he turned away as the shot came in. I was like, oh, my bad. Just bump him, just bump him, just bump him. Or, okay, that works too. Although it sounds like if Sinks can catch up with it, just bump him. Now that's just being mesmerized. That's like when you, that's why when I say like, I need to turn my brain off, it's like in twos, it's mostly turning your brain off, but it's mostly also, it's also like primarily you have to have a light on in the home, you know? You gotta have a little bit of activity just in case. What? All right. Yeah, teammate, I left that for you. Oof. Try to lean into it to get maximum power. Wow! You went for that when you knew you were last. All right, unfortunate. So it looks like Snap might also have brain damage, like many other twos players. Why do you think you could get there? Very curious decision. So typically if your teammate hits a ball that's not on target and not really dangerous, you're gonna wanna like pay attention to that. And if you're like, I don't know if I can get that, you just don't go for it. It's just that simple. Oh my. Okay, well, that, I guess it kind of works. Oh. Oh my god, I think he was about to dunk his own guy. It's gonna bounce. He doesn't have it clean. Nice. Nice. Merry Chrysler. Happy Honda days. Nice, teammate. Close one. I just matrixed around that really hard. You can dunk that again. Close one. Buddy, your ass is mine. What are you doing? Brave touch. Close one. You played my teammate's fucking whiff? I barely played his whiff. That's crazy. That's crazy, dude. Oh my god, he had so much confidence. My teammate fucked that up. That's crazy. Holy. Close one. Merry Christmas, Diabolic. I just realized I have no water. Game's going swimmingly. Yeah, we've gotten back-to-back games of players I'm not a huge fan of. There's this weird phenomenon where 1600s is actually a very straightforward rank. But then once you get to 1700, you start getting teammates who like are still playing like at 1600, and then you just get into a bunch of divots. Because again, you're gonna lose because players are gonna flip reset on you or do some crazy maneuver or whatever. But when you're losing because players are just like diving in on nonsense and not touching the ball, it's just like, what are we doing here, bud? That last one was just a lack of focus because the guy on my team was not a bad player. He's a college player, I know, but that was just not good. Like that was just a lot of stuff I was expecting to be a little cleaner. All right, there's a free one. For example, this should never happen in GC3. This is not a hard catch, but he's trying to make it happen so hard. Plus, a completely unforced error because no one was near him. So touching that ball in the way he does just doesn't need to happen. Makes up for it by being a good shooter in other ways, but still. Merry Christmas, Mark. Oh no, a little wide. What? I don't know if he has that. It's a really good touch. Oh, he faked. That's fun. Built my PC? Congrats. What are your specs looking like? There's no way. There's no way. No. Nice improvisation there. Close one. Slam Donkey 69 is not a name I have seen in a bit. Holy crap, I even... Hold on, I'll read that in a second. I always enjoy a Slam Donkey compliment. I had a question for you. What it's like being the greatest streamer of all time while also being unapologetically gorgeous? What do you mean? I apologize for this all the time. It's like looking into the sun sometimes, you know? You're tempted, but you know it's gonna sting. You have a 9060 graphics card? Damn, this man's living in 3060. No kidding. 9600X and a 9060 XT. Okay, so you want the AMD route. I have a 9900X, I think, as well, for my processor. You'll love it. It's great. Hopefully you've been well, Slam Donkey. What's funny is that I left that corner burst for my teammate and they proceeded to leave and not grab it. And I was like, oh, well, that plan was stupid then. Interesting. I was gonna flick that immediately, but the guy wasn't challenging, so I'm like, ah, that's fine. Bold. No way. No way. Teammate! You did it! I was like half thinking, I swear to God, if you turned around on a breakaway. Oh. Time to watch you fumble? Damn, Wolfie woke up being a hater. Someone got Cole. Oh, wow. I thought teammate was not going to go for that. That was almost the fumble right there. I'm happy with it. Got my RAM just before everything went crazy. Says that. Yeah, I bought my computer like 6-7 months back. Yeah, I have a... Actually, hold on. Let me do a quick DX diag on this. I don't actually remember my build. I built this thing in a frenzy. 9900X, 64 gigs of RAM. Yeah. I thought I had 64, but I couldn't remember off the top of my head. I didn't get RGB RAM, chat. My biggest regret. String Dad, that's my retirement income. And that's like $10,000. Yeah, but just in a couple of years, that's gonna keep compounding. And eventually I'm like, hey guys, I have a used computer. They're like, I don't care about your computer. I'm like, well, I have 64 gigs of RAM in it. And they're like, what? Yeah, GDDR5 or whatever. Or DDR5. Like Dance Dance Revolution 5 loaded on that RAM? I'm like, yeah, that's exactly what I meant. Not gonna lie, bounce was a little harsher than I thought it would be. No, he shot that so low. I'm such a bot. Hey, Moon's it's like $800 now. Oh yeah, I know. Someone said you can actually buy a brand new MacBook M3. Like you can buy right now a discounted MacBook M3 chip with 16 gigs of RAM for less than the amount of 64 gigs of RAM. And I'm like, honestly, that's a deal. If I was a creative right now, I would be 100% buying that M3 book for $700. That's such an insane deal. I don't think I've ever seen Apple discount something like that. Buddy, you're not real. He was hitting it to the corner. He doesn't have a play. Why are you diving in on this? Is this a bot or is this AI just stupid? And he left. Okay, well, I would leave too if I had nothing going on in my brain. Sad. That's a 4 strength, 4 stamina leather belt meme all over again. A little bit. These hardware companies are going to try to backtrack decisions about turning their backs on the gaming consumers for the next couple of years the most. It's my gut feeling. I mean, they're just raking in money for AI and data centers. That's all they're focused on. Just wait for that bubble to pop, chat. And the entire world's economy goes dark. Surely it's not a problem at all that 6 companies are trading trillions of dollars just to themselves over and over in a giant circle. Surely that's not unsustainable. Hey, it's a threes match. This game still exists? Or this game mode still exists? Halfway through that aerial, I realized I was woefully unprepared for that. Yeah, I don't know if that's happening super much in my apartment complex, but I do feel like something's been going on because I did have 1 month where I've like pretty much forced myself to suffer in a sweaty apartment a little bit just so I don't have to pay too much in AC. And then I turn on my electricity bill website real quick and it's like, hey, by the way, you owe $120. And I'm like, for what? And like, for electricity. I'm like, well, yeah, I would assume, but like my bill's never been above like 80 the past like 6 months. So what's going on here? And then it's like, I don't know, you owe 120. I'm like, what do you mean you don't know? Like, how is my usage that high? And that's what it is. It was in a month in which I was on 2 different work trips. So I wasn't even like at my house using anything for like, I don't know, for like a week, a full week. And so I'm spending 50% more. Nope, 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 nope. I'm gonna resist. I'm gonna resist saying anything. I'm just gonna make him watch this. Seabass goes, teammate, stop double committing. No problem, okay? And then he does that. I'm like, buddy, the reason I'm double committing is because I can't trust you to single commit. Hit an aerial, buddy, holy. These people actually have the gall to teach me to not go for a read when they're barely even touching the ball correctly on any aerial or even going for the ball, period. Like, sorry for double committing, but if you're just staring at a ball for 9 minutes and then you finally go, it's not sorry that I double committed. I just didn't expect you to actually be able to go. Close one. I was playing 50 low-key. That guy was a little slower. Catch flick. Flick. Flick, 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 flick. You can still flick even without the boost. Nice save. Open shot. Or you could roll it. Okay, this guy's definitely getting carried by his teammate. Maybe he's talking to his own duo. I'm getting the sense that Jovex is like a platinum, maybe? Ooh, didn't rotate that strong or fast. This guy has not hit the ball forward. I'm thinking he's talking to Jovex or something, but I think Jovex is also getting carried through this lobby, so. Oh. You got it, he says, as he also whiffed. But he... I'm playing with this C3 right now. What is this? There's so many whiffs, dude. Horrible angle, by the way. You gotta chow. Yes, lob the ball middle. Very smart. You're trying to backseat coach me with that touch. Holy shit, I should have stayed to see the ranks, but I need to get out of that lobby. Wow. Wow. Wow, that was really bad. That was really bad. That dude was actually like serving a pass into the middle every other touch, and he's like, teammate, you suck. I'm like, you're the one that's giving it away. You're the one that can't shoot. Your teammate literally had a wide open shot on net, and instead of lobbing it at all, he rolled the ball at 4 miles an hour into a double committing defense. Like, of course they're gonna save that. Do you have any tips to get more viewers? Yeah, make content. Stream regularly, stream on a schedule. Be communicative. And be talkative with people. There's no secret sauce, it's always been the same. Ideally make short form content on sites that are not Twitch. Also change your username. Ain't nobody's trying to watch some guy with 4 numbers in his name. I thought I was about to save that. Well, backseating. Yeah, well, someone just sits and watches your play and they're like, I think you should do X. And it's like, buddy, you're playing in this lobby too, and you are actively being terrible, and you're trying to tell me what I should be doing. I gotta say, dude, the ego of GC2 in 3s is actually out of control. I also thought he was trolling at a certain point, because he was like, he had 0 boost, he would jump from the corner and then lob the ball into the middle, which in every rank above plat is a horrible idea. And he's actively like, no, see, buddy, let me show you how it's done. Immediately F's up. God, teammate, you should have prevented me from doing that. I'm like, and then he said 144 points. I'm like, yeah, because when I'm watching you guys F up all the time, half my job is being in the midfield to make sure you guys aren't Fing up any further. Like, that's just how it has to be. Like, what are you proving here? We had more points than you. Well, yeah, because you're sitting on the goal line farming saves after you keep giving the ball away. Of course you're gonna have more points. Yeah, point bean counters are like the worst archetype of player. Aye, caramba. That's, I mean, not the best play, but that's a fortunate one. A feels flip. We've all been there. I tried to slow that down. That guy was not hesitating. He just had a weird approach. I thought he was also faking it. So I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. Steal the boost, nice. Oh, wow, he turned back right there. He got like knocked off the wall and then he like 180'd in a space that I didn't think he'd be able to 180 in. Okay, I thought he might get that pass off, but I'm like, he's not gonna be able to shoot it, so. That was scoreable, but unfortunate. Nice shot. Chow the flick. Close one. That's fine. You got that. Don't catch it. Okay, I was afraid he'd either get landed on or he would get dunked, so. Oh. Oh. A lot of things going wrong there that I didn't expect. Also, I was cutting across him because I thought he tried to force the far side, but when he hit it up, I was like, oh, oops. Unfort. Oh, I was like, just in case he doesn't get that double. I thought I was still able to run that. That might be a goal. Just kidding. Nice. All right, cool. This game is a little clunky, but we should not be in this game with these guys. They're not really playing well. We're just not making, we're making unfortunate defensive situations not click for us. Oof. That works. That's a weird read. I bonked him a little bit. Whoa, that's a really good shot. I'm not gonna lie. I was not paying attention to him at all. I thought Kessarba on the back end. Wow, well done, well done. I was not paying attention. Cool, that's why I cheat up. Oh, this one. Wait. That's a sloppy game, dude. Anything good for Christmas? I bought myself an OLED monitor a couple weeks back. That was my Christmas gift to myself. Finally got a big check, and I'm like, I'm gonna make one more irresponsible purchase for the year for myself, and then wrap it there. I'm playing on it right now. Wait, hold on, hold on, hold on. I'm the GOAT! I am the GOAT! The goal line save into the counter because they effed up? Oh my god. What a stupid way to win. That's a tilter, dude. That's a tilter for blue team. Wow. Good job, teammate, getting the rebound on that. The goal line save. Personally, Chad, I feel like we should have more stadiums like Manfield. I feel like the Rocket League is so compelled to like at the end of the day, when you ask everybody their favorite Rocket League map, it's Manfield. And I think the reason it's like that way is because it's built like a European small stadium. I don't like these massive open air, wow, look at that scenery, blah, blah. Like, no, I want like stands. I want to see like stands of people cheering and whatnot. That's like what every like EPL stadium looks like. Give me Theater of Dreams for Rocket League. Is OLED really that good? It's one of those things where like it won't click in immediately, but then if you have them, I would definitely say experience it in a store. You'll notice the difference. I think a great example is like if you look at a Switch. If you own a Switch, like a regular Switch 1, and then look at like the OLED version of a Switch, you'll be like, oh, like the screen will just look a lot more crisper. The colors will look a lot more interesting. It's also nice if you have a high dynamic range on as well. But ultimately, just because I also wanted to upgrade to a monitor that can do 1440p, as well as still holding on to like a high frame rate. Because the thing is, like for a while, there was like, oh my God, 4K is here. And I'm like, okay, cool, what's the frame rate? They're like, it's still 60 hertz. And I'm like, well, I don't want to play in a higher, I want to play in a higher resolution if I can't play in a higher frame. This song should not be on this playlist. They're very different. Yeah, that's why when I say like, when I was like, damn, it's really dark in this thing, blacker than black. That's like the go-to OLED like selling point, is that the blacks are very like crisp. Because you know how on like certain monitors you look at a black and it's kind of like a light color. It's because like the monitor genuinely can't render like that crisp of a black. Like you can tell objectively when you look at a regular LED, yeah, that's a black color or texture. But when it's an OLED, you can see just how actually good the color contrast is. I think that's the thing, like when I was looking at these monitors like in Best Buy, when I went in person to look at some of them, I was like, oh damn, that looks nice. I was gonna pass that first, and then purple saw through me immediately. That's really funny. Wait. I was hoping he would lose focus and think that there's no one in goal if I hid behind the post, but nope, he just shot at the back post just in case. Let's take my time on that one. Ooh, luckily that guy Tony Hawked himself. This is the type of stuff I'm talking about with like, this is a GC3 lobby and these people are still making that mistake. Like, how is that ball not dealt with? How are we still in this rank, like having people who just lob the ball directly in the middle on a horrible touch? Like, really? Nice. Oh, sorry. Sorry, buddy. You had zero boost and you weren't touching the ball, so I'm like, oh, you want help? And then as I went up, he's like, what are you doing? I was like, okay, well, I guess it's fair to stay near the ball, but I'll give it my bad because I ruined your mojo, buddy. I just wish you had more of a plan than just I'm going to stick near this ball. And I'm like, okay, well, let me just take it. Next time, I'm really just going to clear it for him and just be like, we can deal with that later. If you're upset with me, I'm sorry, but I don't know, man. Maybe don't bring it middle if you have zero. Go. Oh, man, he backed off. I could have settled for a flick. Oh, you bit. How did you recover when you flipped past me? Buddy thought that was a pass. You're crazy. I missed. Oh, good save. All right, teammate, all you gotta do is hold it up. Or give it away immediately. Close one. All right, teammate, all you gotta do is not get beasted on. 1v1. It's so funny. It's so funny how I can verbalize, like, all you gotta do is not F it up, and then they like take a touch that's really dangerous, and suddenly I'm like, like, all you gotta do is not do that. Don't do it! Ah! Just get out! Why are you stopping? Worst possible touch. Oh, Cam, I need you. I need you to throw your PC out the window. You don't need it. You don't need it, buddy. You don't need it. Lord, thank you for $4.99. Oh my goodness.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Christ almighty, dude, how often that happens. It's also a tragic thing in a lot of twos where players will be like the first man, they'll go like, nah, I don't need that. Actually, you know what? And then immediately turn, and as the other guy goes, like, oh, if you're gonna rotate back, then I'll get the ball. And then one flick beats us, which is fine. Like, if the first guy gets beat, that's not the problem. In fact, sometimes it's better that the first guy goes, gets beat, and then the second guy comes in. But then the second guy decides, ah, you know what? And then just goes anyway. It's like, okay, well then what's even the point of what we just did? We're just giving the ball away. Oh. Ooh, I think he understood he can't back past that, but he was considering it. Click. Close one. Damn it, Rapid Sloth, no one loves you. Just let me get a Kuxer. Good Christmas Day? I mean, it was just another day in the life of Taco. All right, teammate. I say challenge now. That's okay. You got left in a rough situation there. Hopefully your guys' Christmases were nice. Sorry, teammate. I actually tried to fake that the minimal amount, and then he got bumped. Unfork. Did we both try to... No, he just went forward. Hello, Reeve.
Merry Christmas, DT.
Savage Gaming, maybe the $10 super chat. Merry Christmas to you. I was hoping they rotate a little too wide on that. I was almost there. I broke my rule on that one, but I just don't know how Lukey plays, so. Ah! That was on me. All right, well, we got it back. Yeah, honestly, I should have cut that harder on that first one. I wanted to roll it back to get it on the roll, but then I realized I actually over-pursued it, and I didn't have an angle that I would have been content with. Yes, kickoff goals, yes, kings, yes. On for it. Hey, Savvy Steak, Americ, JC, gifting MMR today. I mean, they're not. I'm also making mistakes, but there is this weird phenomenon that anytime I get to GC3 again, it immediately turns into boost a clock or something, because I just don't know what is happening with like some of these randoms. Like it does feel at times like they are not meant to be playing at this rank, and it's very confusing. Like we had a streak about 20-30 minutes ago where I think at 3 straight games where players like going for aerials with an 80 boost and just like using all 80 boost to get to a ball that they needed maybe 30 to get to, and then beyond that, when they got to the ball, they like would miss it. And I'm like, are we okay? Is this just how the second highest rank in the game is supposed to be? Good cut. Good cut. Well done. Savvy Steak, what you up to? Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to us all. Haha! Man. Kessar, if I knew you sucked, I wouldn't have jumped. Rode it a 180 and didn't touch it at all. Need boost? Okay, I'll lose it. Does that work? Almost. Tap it. Tap it. That kind of works. Oh, that was actually a goal. I thought he would chow faster. Oh. Sorry, Lukey. I know how little boost you had. I didn't want to go. Nice bump, teammate. Musty! Technically a musty. Drank a sugary drink, rolling off that insulin-resistant high. Hell yeah. Well, I think boosting not even lately, just like in previous 2-3 seasons, it's created this like weird archetype of like, theirs are a lot of players in GC3 or GC2 high. I don't genuinely think that they can fast aerial. Like I watched some games where players are like doing a regular like jump type aerial, and I'm like, this is like what I'd expect out of a C1. Like it's actually insane that you're holding this MMR not knowing how to do that basic mechanic. Because like again, at this rank I'm not expecting people to be flawless. It's Rocket League. It's a precision game. Sometimes you're gonna have a day where you don't calculate stuff correctly or whatever, and you're gonna struggle because of it. Oh, my bad. You know what? I didn't think you'd go for that. Yeah, that was on me, Lukey. You've been rotating back really aggressively, so I figured you wouldn't go for this, so I'm gonna give you my bad on that. And this is also the problem, is that my pendulum swing of adjustment is like, oh, I need to overcorrect. I need to be a lot more aggressive. I need to solo play a bit more, assuming my teammate's not going to be there for me. And then when they do stuff like that, where they actually go for a ball that I don't even mind them going for, then I'm like, oh, you actually did go on that one. You know? Nice shot. Close one. Demo? Oh. All right, Lukey, you got to stay middle. You didn't believe. Oh, you didn't believe. Let's go. Yeah! I was about to say, I'm like, do not overcorrect. Trust that I can get this to you. I don't know what Rapid Sloth is doing. He's got to get his ass to the middle. Back-to-back clutch wins, chat. Can we do it? That's not good. Actually, I don't think Kessar has any boost, so it's fine. Go now, go now, go now. Nice. Nice. No. Oh. Honestly, I just didn't want to shoot that because I was afraid I was going to not get enough height on it, but... Wait, it's overtime. I'm high. I thought that last flick was at 0 seconds for some reason. Back pass? Okay, so wouldn't it be crazy if you missed this? Nice. That could be bad. Could be really bad. Nice chow. I was holding that flip for as long as possible because I wanted to see if I could get away with taking a 50 or a little deflection, but not quite. Oh, that bounce was really far out. I didn't expect it to be that far out. Good boost management, chat. Hey, do you want to catch that? Yes, you do. Oh, you got lucky there. Nice catch. Man. Unfortunately, Kessar, no one's gonna love you. In your life. You didn't score that?
No! Oh, he overthought that so hard.
Oh, that's so sad, dude. It is so much harder for that guy to shoot back post on that angle than near post. I don't know why he was acting like he has to get to the back post on that. Oh, God. That's unfortunate. I was a little over-aggressive. I just figured, I'm like, okay, at that pace, he's not going to get a lot of power. Teammate should be fine. I'll get the rebound. Sag. Oh, let's adjust our sub super chat goal. We are 1 cent short. 15. Savvy Steak, thank you for the 1,000 jewels, though, that I did not see. Because YouTube doesn't tell me when people give jewels, even though it's literal cash. Tubby being on the sidewall for that is legitimately psychotic, and I hope him the worst. What are you doing here? Just get back. Okay, I screwed us over by alt-tabbing a little late, so I'll give him a little. Sorry about that. Oh, that's a shame. Click. Oh my god, that could have been really bad. Oh. Haven't seen any of the 500 MMR check yet? Yeah, we haven't quite cleared that yet. We're on our way. That's a really good flick. That's why I take an angle behind your defender, by the way. All right, he makes up for it with a good open net shot. There we go. That's not a kickoff, okay. Bang. Sad. Can you pitch that? Why are you going? Are you a bot? You might be a robot. Man. What the frick was that? Did he just bump his own team? I'm super lost. What was... Other team used confusion. He bumped his own teammate! What am I playing against? This is psychotic, dude. Yeah, I'm just waiting too long. No, I'm not gonna do that. I can't be too toxic with these guys. The ego in this rank is so out of control, dude. Oh wow, I'm actually hemorrhaging on Mamar chat. I did not realize I was losing this much. I'm not gonna lie, chat. I didn't realize I was losing that much. I legitimately thought I was like 1690 right now, and I'm 1650. Yes, king. I like how I specifically leaned down to take that 50, and he's still out 50 me low. That's crazy. I saw him get off the wall. I'm like, I don't think he's expecting how much lift I have on this. Probably would have gotten you a weak chat and a social ban. It definitely would not have. I was gonna type, if you've ever gotten above 1750 by yourself, I will pay you $50. Like, I'm like, I can guarantee this man has never sniffed a mid GC3. Man. Okay, well, I saw him pre-jump, so I'm like, I'm gonna check it extra high to make sure you actually get a weak touch as hell, like weak as hell touch, and he actually just straight up didn't. Like, okay. I guess these mistakes make a lot more sense considering I was 40 MMR off in my estimation of what MMR I was at. I think part of it was I warmed up and I always play better off stream, and I had like a 4-game winning streak going into this stream, so I was like, oh, my MMR is back to where it should be. Man, I did not realize I was losing that much. Oh. Oh. Okay. Sure. I should have expected that. Bob, don't bite. Nice. No, that's a good shot. I should have hit it more middle so that it didn't get dunked. This guy did the exact same thing I did, except he had actually followed it. What did you I have no idea what this guy's talking about. What lands? I don't know. A couple. I just signed getting a contract soon for a LAN later in 2026. Oh, I heard someone jumping and I thought that was them. My bad, teammate. I heard a jump to my left and was like, oh, he must be flipping at it. But it was literally just him getting off the back wall. It means gang, I'm guessing. Alright, I'm getting a little over-aggressive. I'm trying to figure out if he's trying to, like, make fun of me in some way. Oh. We've had, like, one dude see my CRL tag and know that, like, RLCS cache is gonna tag too, but he's like, well, clearly you're not that, so therefore, like, oh, what lands you cast, idiot? Like, as in, like, implying, like, yeah, you have no clout type of thing. Which I'm like, I mean, whatever. I do cast lands year to year. Oh, wait, I thought that was the corner. Oh, he got, like, perfect on that. He jumped in, leaned back at the exact time I flicked that high. Sad. That should be a goal. Ooh, I didn't like his approach on that, but he still got it. God damn it, dude. My reads are so bad. Zach, thank you for the 10 gifted. Merry Christmas. Hopefully it's not super cold in New Jersey. I think it's like 70 degrees out here in Dali. All right, guys, that's it for Rocket League. Thank you for the donations. Peace out.